What's up guys? For today's video, I have 2 tips for overeating. So as you all know, and as I always preach, you have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. If you are in a caloric surplus, which is caused by overeating, you will not lose weight. So with these 2 tips, I think it could help you be more successful at dieting and having your weight loss. And just a pretty good example of this is the Whole30 diet. So you're not tracking your calories or your macros. You're simply just eating whole foods, like more like a meat and potatoes diet. And the reason that it works is because you're much less likely to overeat foods that are very filling for you, like chicken, potatoes, fish, nuts and seeds, things like that. So that's why diets like that work. It's not because some magical whatever thing behind it. But anyways, the whole purpose of this video is about increasing your satiety and a few ways to do that. So the first example that I have here is with white rice and white potatoes. So white rice has 8 grams of carbs per ounce. So if we have 5 ounces of white rice, that gives us 160 calories. But if we take the same calorie content of 160 calories and put that into a white potato, we can have 8 ounces of a white potato because white potatoes have 5 grams of carbs per ounce. And me personally, if I eat a white potato, I feel much more full than I do if I eat just rice, even if it's the same calorie content. There's just more volume with a white potato than it is white rice, so that's why I like that. So if you're somebody that's dieting down pretty hard right now, and let's say your lunch was chicken and white rice, try swapping that white rice with a white potato and see if you feel more full after eating that meal. And even more from that, it's even something as simple as, let's say, a banana and an apple. A banana is going to have between 20 to 25 grams of carbs in it, and the same thing with an apple. But again, me personally, if I eat an apple versus eating a banana, I have much more satisfaction after eating that apple, even though it's the same calorie content. So just making little switches in your diet like that can really help you at the end of the day not have that shit, I need to go eat a bunch of snacks right now. So just all about increasing your satiety throughout the day with little adjustments like that. And then my second tip here is increasing your overall protein content. Pretty similar to the first one, but out of the 3 macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats, proteins tend to be the most satiating. So that's why I always recommend having a higher protein intake for your diet, especially while you're trying to lose weight. But even outside of just the satiety aspects of protein, there's a few benefits of it between like the thermic effect of protein versus carbs and fats, and that's a whole different video. But the example that I have here is, let's say on meal plan number 1, throughout the day, we are consuming 2,500 calories, and that's broken down by 100 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, and then 100 grams of fats. All right, so we take the same calorie content, 2,500 calories, but all we're manipulating the macros a little bit. So we're actually moving 40 grams of carbs into protein. It's a bit of an extreme swing right here, just kind of realized that, but it's still the same calorie content. And me personally, if I have somebody that's dieting down pretty hard, I think that they're going to feel a lot better with a higher protein content and a little bit lower on the carb side of things than if they had lower protein and maybe higher carbs. Again, this all ties back to the satiety of things, but there's also a few additional benefits of having a higher protein intake while you're in a weight loss phase. So guys, so just to recap, just experiment with yourself and figure out a few foods that will give you more satiety throughout the day, and try to get your protein intake up. I always say it's between 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. But if you have any questions on this video, or if you're like, hey, do you think that I should eat this or eat that, send me a DM, guys. I'm more than happy to help. This is kind of like my love and my passion. So do not ever hesitate to send me a DM. But that's all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you next time.